I attended Permissionless, the conference by Blockworks in sunny Florida this May. It was a fantastic Web3 conference with tons of great speakers from all different parts of the industry. If you log into their site, you can still access on the panel recordings. So it really was a fantastic conference with speakers, leading industry speakers from DeFi, NFTs, people building DAOs. So here you can see some of the talks, scaling wars, where will DeFi go, stable coins. This was a great session as well, talking about the different stable coins, the asset-backed versus algorithmic stable coins. There was a lot of discussion on the whole situation with the Luna ecosystem, M&A, a lot of Wall Street folks, traditional finance folks, talking about bridging the gap between centralized finance and decentralized finance. Here are my thoughts from the conference, some takeaways, calls to action, and I'll also be giving away some alpha at the end, so make sure you watch the whole video. Number 1, DeFi 2.0. So as we know, summer 2020 was the start of decentralized finance, DeFi, the movement that started with different protocols being built on different blockchains and networks in terms of doing yield aggregation, generating yield, using crypto, assets as collateral to get loans, lines of credits, all kinds of financial innovation, financial engineering happening on blockchain. However, it was limited to different verticals. So something I heard in the conference from quite a few panelists was there was more of a vertical DeFi space where, started with Ethereum, yield generation on different protocols to generate yield on Ethereum. And then Binance Smart Chain really took off once the Ethereum gas fees was really high. So there were a lot of different vertical protocols. Something I heard in this conference was the evolution of DeFi. So DeFi 2.0 maybe needs to be more of horizontal DeFi, horizontal decentralized finance. Some more interoperability between different protocols, transferring assets from one protocol to another, generating yields across multiple protocols. So that's something that will be a natural evolution of DeFi. The other component of the evolution of DeFi is an integration between DeFi and NFTs and gaming. So whether that's using NFTs as collateral to get a line of credit or use decentralized financial services, or also integration of blockchain gaming with DeFi. We have different in-game assets that can be used they are assets that can be used to generate yields. So the cross-pollination of NFTs and gaming assets and how that lends into DeFi is something that we will see a lot of innovation in, particularly as a lot of people are onboarded into DeFi, particularly through gaming. People in countries, in Asian countries, African countries, playing play-to-earn games, generating assets within games, will then maybe have an opportunity to generate yield on those assets. Maybe they have a skin or a character in a blockchain game that they can lend out if it's particularly rare and generate yield in it. Projects like Arcade.xyz is already working on this in terms of using blue chip NFTs. So they have current lists of NFTs that are acceptable that you can generate yield on. Obviously, currently that list is more blue chip NFTs, but we will clearly see an expansion in this category. Number 2, NFTs and gaming will bring the masses to blockchain. We've already seen a lot of people come into Web3 through NFTs by following their favorite artists or athletes or musicians who are minting NFTs directly for their fans to own, a way for them to connect directly. A lot of influencers, celebrities, brands, companies. I think there's been a lot of awakening to what NFTs can do. Also with Web3 gaming, blockchain gaming becoming very popular in countries where move to earn or play to earn games are being used by people to make a little bit of money. I would really follow the play to earn and move to earn movements. Play to earn is already, in my opinion, a little bit saturated. There's already quite a few games. However, move to earn is something I'm quite excited about as we integrate fitness and exercise and outdoor activities into Web3 and using those activities to earn a little bit of money. So I think that's something to keep a close eye on. And AR, VR are also going to be at some point integrated into Web3, as again, it's a natural fit into the metaverse. So that's something I would keep an eye on. Online gambling, that's already, in my opinion, pretty much suited to Web3. People who online gambling is a massive industry and also includes sports betting. And you would probably have seen already a lot of sports teams, especially in soccer, already have collaborations with Web3 companies. A lot of crypto projects are sponsoring them. So I think these are all natural fits. And I'm really excited to see what happens in this space of NFT, of the interactions between NFTs and gaming and the communities that these are going to bring in. Number 3, stablecoins. Now, this is a topic that is not discussed nearly enough, and I was very happy to see that there was a panel on this at the conference. You can find the panel discussion on their website, Permissions Panel Recordings. It was one of my favorite talks at the conference, titled Stablecoins, Crypto's Killer App. A great panel discussing different stable coins, USDT, USDC, USD, Luna USD, and there was a lot of discussion on what happened with the blow up there, Frax, DAO. So this is something that I think is really not discussed enough within the crypto world. If we want mass adoption into Web3 and crypto, we definitely need good options in terms of stable, secure, and trustworthy stable coins, giving people the opportunity to go from projects into stable coins without necessarily leaving the ecosystem. So currently we already have quite a few stable coins, but a lot of people are not aware of what are the differences between the stable coins, whether that's USDT, Tether, USDC, which is by the company Circle. We have DAO, we have Frax. Tether, which as their site says, is 100% backed and fully transparent. All Tether USDT tokens are pegged at 1-to-1 with a matching fiat currency and are backed 100% by Tether's reserves. We publish a daily record of the current total assets and reserves, and you can go to their transparency page and where they display their current balances, reports, and reserves, including independent accountant report. I know Tether has been doing a lot of work with regulators as well in terms of transparency. We have USDC, which is by the company Circle, is a fully reserved stablecoin running on many of the world's leading blockchains, always redeemable 1-to-1 for US dollars, pegged to $1 and its peg mechanism uses a simple 100% collateralized approach. So that means that for every 1 USDC in circulation, there's 1 USD held in reserve. Now, ideally, this is an ideal model. It's most safe and secure because they have hard cash backing every USDC. We also have algorithmic stablecoins. So instead of having the stablecoin backed by real-world fiat currency, advocates of decentralization argue that a centralized entity maintaining a basket of these real-world assets introduces a single point of failure into the system. So that is the thesis behind algorithmic stablecoins. Decentralized stablecoins try to avoid these governance issues by maintaining their pegs through algorithms instead of through vast reserves of cash. So as we're all aware of Terra USD UST, the stablecoin from Terraform Labs that was backed by Luna, which completely collapsed. So the Luna crypto crash came from its link to Terra USD UST, the algorithmic stablecoin of the Terra ecosystem. Algorithmic stablecoin operated via computer nodes that help maintain a price equilibrium. The process involves burning or minting Luna UST to maintain the price of these tokens. When a UST is minted, $1 of Luna is burned, while this also happens the other way around for Luna minting and UST burning. So after a large amount of UST was dumped, stablecoins started to depeg, and we all heard and knew about the disaster that happened, and we're still having cascading effects of that. Now, this is something that's quite new, and I'm not going to make this a deep dive into stablecoins, but just an overview of the fact that this is something that we do need a lot more discussion on, and people need to be aware of the different kinds of stablecoins so they know what to, if they want to move out of a crypto project into a stablecoin, which is the best one for them. We do have fractionally algorithmic stablecoins now too. So at the panel, there was I think he was the lead developer, or actually the founder of Frax Finance, which is a fractionally algorithmic stablecoin protocol. So from what I understood, it still has the algorithmic aspect to it. However, it also has actual collateral behind it. So something I remember him mentioning was that it was 88% backed by fiat currency or collateralized assets. and 12 to 13% algorithmically backed. So basically a hybrid approach, leaning more towards the conservative side of having it backed by collateral. So maybe we need a hybrid model. I don't think anyone has the answer yet. There's still a lot of experimentation going on within the space, but I think it is really important to know which stablecoin you're using, so you can adjust based on your risk profile. I know some of the algorithmic stablecoins were offering a higher yield, and that's why people were attracted towards those. So I don't think necessarily algorithmic stablecoins are bad, but after what happened with Luna and its collapse, we do need to have a lot more conversations around this, a lot more discussions around this, so that at least people are aware of the different types of stablecoins, so they can make a decision that is best for them. So I was really happy to see a panel on this. Number 4. Web3 will be built together. And what I mean by that is we need people from the centralized finance and traditional finance industry as well to come in and help bridge the gap. There were a lot of folks from traditional finance, Morgan Stanley, head of emerging markets. There was someone from JP Morgan. So all these traditional financial companies do have digital asset arms now. They're quite interested in the space. And I know there can be some resistance to that. However, I think in order to actually have mainstream adoption, we do need traditional finance here. We need them to bridge the gap, to bring more people in, to bring institutions in. And that is what will eventually lead to more mainstream adoption and transitioning from Web 3 to Web 2. Something that I heard at one of the panels, I believe it was one of the institutional investors panels, was that we need to leverage the capital efficiency and the experience and the processes of people in traditional finance. These people have gone through a lot of different cycles. They have the experience, whereas a lot of people in Web3, a lot of the founders can be quite young, which is a great thing, but maybe they don't necessarily have the experience of going through multiple cycles. So that is something that is healthy, and we need traditional finance to come in and bring that experience to this world. So here's the little alpha that I promised you at the beginning of the video. So if you watched the entire video or heard the entire audio, if you're listening to this in audio, here's my little gift to you. Permies, your permanent pass to permissionless, only 555 available. So this is the NFT for permissionless that was minted, only 555 available. Your Permi is your VIP pass to permissionless. It gives you a VIP ticket to the conference, and starting 2023, it gives you lifetime access to the conference. So if you own the NFT, you get lifetime access to the conference, including access to some special VIP parties, skip the line VIP entrance, VIP only NFT happy hour, exclusive NFT holder merch. You get access to their private Discord channel for verified Permi holders, and starting very recently, they've actually given you access to their research platform for free. Now, this is a fantastic research platform that they've recently launched, where you can research different projects, different chains, explore NFTs, get access to their premium research, morning briefs, models, analyst calls, sector analysis, market commentary. Now, this is a Class A platform, and if you have the Permi, it gives you free access to this. And as you can see, it's cost $2,500 annually, or $900 quarterly for the platform. And if you own the NFT, a Permi, you get free access to that. And other than that, you also get access to some community-led programming initiatives. So it's really an amazing utility. As I love to talk about NFTs with utilities, this is definitely one of my favorite ones that I've come across. So these are your Permis, your Web 2 workers grinding away their desks and yearning for a better future. So 555 only. Now, obviously, they were minted a while ago, so you would have to buy them on a secondary market like OpenSea. So I believe currently the floor price is 2.22 ETH. So there's 555 of them. so you can take a look if it's something you're interested in. We are at the end of the video, or audio if you're listening. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, guys. I have a ton of great content coming, including some great chats and interviews with innovators in this space. So you will want to make sure you subscribe to this channel and stay tuned. Thanks.